everyone. I'm Symphony Privet. Thank you for joining us here on Featured. We hope to inspire or simply make you smile with uplifting stories from across the country. First up, some of the best culinary talents are turning up the heat in Pennsylvania. Chefs will face off using only items from a food bank. Gabrielle Mediak shares how their dishes will feed the community even after the competition is done.
For some people, enjoying a hot meal on the holidays is a given. But for Windsor native Ryan Brown, growing up, those special meals were a gift.
I was raised by my single mom, and things were always tight. She was always trying her best. She was one of my favorite people, my hero, really. But often we needed help, and a lot of the time it would be the food bank or even the local churches donating from their pantries as well. And that's how we had holiday meals or even just meals through the summer.
Now as head chef of Windridge Farm, he's giving back to an organization that helped him. He's one of 4 people going head-to-head in the upcoming Iron Chef competition, with all proceeds going to the York County Food Bank.
Full circle, they took care of me as a kid, so the opportunity to be a part of this fundraising event to take care of my neighbors, it's just incredible.
Everything raised goes back into the food bank's Hunger Free York program, which shares healthy meals with community members in need.
I think people sometimes don't recognize that it is so prevalent. Unfortunately, here in York County, 1 in 10 people are going food insecure, and 1 in 7 children. So it's a big issue, and it's something that we want to bring attention to and make sure that we're really having an impact.
Part of the competition is having the chefs show that it's possible to turn everyday items into gourmet meals.
Because we want to show that these are common ingredients, that they're easy ingredients that almost everybody could, potentially have in their home, but yet they can make really delicious meals with them. You'd have to take a little bit of time, but the chefs are showing us that they can be elevated and you can do some really amazing things.
That was Gabrielle Mediak reporting. A coffee and donuts are bringing together hundreds of Idaho veterans, but it's so much more than that. Maggie O'Mara takes us to the monthly meetup where military heroes also share stories of service.
So today is Kilroy Coffee Clatch, and it's the largest monthly gathering of veterans in the state of Idaho. And it's all free for the veterans and veteran support organizations to come out. It's just a big community and camaraderie event. We have a different compelling guest speaker every month, so we're excited to see the crowd today.
The first Tuesday of every month, hundreds of veterans gather here at the Warhawk Air Museum for a little coffee and conversation.
Well, it started over 20 years ago in the kitchen right over there in the break room with 12 people, and it's just grown over the years into what it is today.
Carson Spear is a veteran and the executive director of the museum. He knows how important this kind of support really is.
I had a difficult time after combat in Iraq, and since I found this Warhawk family, I've been happier than I've ever been in my adult life. I just walked up to a gentleman the other day, and he was a prisoner of war for 5 years, and he just found the museum and talked to him for 2 hours. So you never know who you're going to meet out here. It's a very special place.
TJ McGrath agrees with that.
This is truly an amazing place.
He was an Air Force fighter pilot.
I did 21 years in the Air Force, and I got to do what I wanted to do from the time I was a little kid. I got to become a pilot.
Now he's found a home here at the Warhawk. He's a volunteer, and he always makes time for Kilroy Coffee Clatch.
And it's the largest get-together of veterans monthly in the state of Idaho.
Museum founder Sue Paul takes the time to introduce and welcome every newcomer.
Thank you for all those years to our country. We hope you're going to be here every month. Look at this beautiful couple.
I served in Persian Gulf War. And I'm Robert Anderson. I spent 35 years U.S. Army, National Guard, and Army Reserve.
Uncle Sam says, I want you, so I had to leave a wife and a 2-year-old kid behind.
At the Warhawk, all veterans are offered a chance to share their stories of service. It's called the Veterans History Project.
We interview veterans, and their interview goes to them for their family. It comes to the museum, but it also goes into the Library of Congress.
You can watch these stories on the museum's website, and they are powerful.
The museum itself has done over 1,500 interviews with veterans.
He's a great man.
Each month, there's a guest speaker. At this clatch, it's Stu Hobson, a Nampa police officer who retired after 25 years of service.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to come and talk with you today. Very humbled to be here.
Yeah, I think the Warhawk, you're going to come out and see really cool planes and all the military artifacts, but really this museum at its heart is about people. There's thousands of personal stories of bravery and sacrifice.
As you can see, this coffee meetup is truly something special. All who served are invited.
If you haven't come out, really encourage you to come out. It's free, coffee, breakfast, hang out. We'd love to meet you.
The Warhawk Air Museum is providing a place for our veterans to feel right at home.
That was Maggie O'Mara reporting. The young people are gaining confidence by serving their community, while at the same time showing us all what is possible when someone is given an opportunity. Renee Knott takes us to Missouri, where the capabilities are brewing.
Welcome to the Black Cat Coffee Cafe, where it is all about being a difference maker.
The difference maker. That's a beautiful way of phrasing it.
The project itself,
we assume you can do everything,
does not focus on the differences.
I have grown to learn that disability is a social construct that we've created.
The crew of the pop-up is comprised of young people with varying abilities.
Different and unique needs and also abilities.
But by serving people,
now they're providing a service. It does amazing things.
They learn about their own capabilities.
The ultimate goal was to gain vocational experience.
Tracy Bono is the woman behind the nonprofit.
Started in my kitchen.
She has seen firsthand just how transforming their service can be.
We knew right away there was something different.
Her son Frankie is a crew member.
It's been challenging to help him succeed in life.
Frankie has come a long way.
I wish someone could go back to when he was a toddler and show me how successful he is right now. I would have just cried and cried and cried, and I wouldn't have believed it.
The project,
it has really blossomed,
is also gaining momentum.
We now have a waiting list.
Waiting for an opportunity to wait on others.
4 pop-ups a year is our goal.
And for the opportunity to show people.
They can't wait to showcase their abilities.
Why looking beyond what they think someone cannot do serves the community as a whole.
Realize that these people with disabilities can succeed and can contribute. And in turn, that helps us all, doesn't it?
That was Renee Knott reporting. Now, the power of play is on full display in Florida. Caitlin Lockerbie, shows us how games are sharpening young minds while also improving their physical and social skills.
Well, today was just a fabulous day. The kids were so excited.
My favorite game is tennis. My favorite game is basketball. Throw the ball and you shoot the ball. We had fun.
The Special Olympics Young Athletes program provided the playbook for the kids to get ready in anticipation of the big day.
We practice every day.
We saw that they were improving the jumping, the throwing, the walking on the balance beam.
I cried. I still have goosebumps from the event.
I walked on the balance beam and got a ball there.
The teachers were extremely involved and happy and caring.
They learned the skills to help with their fine and gross motor skills. They learned flexibility. They learned social emotional skills, communication, how to collaborate with each other.
Yeah, I got a ribbon.
Besides learning skills, the kids were playing and having fun.
So early intervention is so important.
We know the children's brain is growing at that age.
We learn a lot of things that we never learned before.
The kids that are hearing impaired or cochlear implant, they have impaired the vestibular system. So the repetition of those activities is helping them to activate that vestibular system.
And also their self-confidence has definitely improved.
I was a winner. I was a winner today.
That was Caitlin Lockerbie reporting. Well, we have much more for you straight ahead on Featured. Here's a quick look at what's coming up. Hallways of Wonder. Teachers, they wear many hats, including fortune teller. We visit a school giving students a glimpse into their futures. Plus, Her son thought it was just a bruise, but this mother thought differently. How her quick instinct saved her son's life, and the message she wants you to hear. Welcome back. Get ready for a foot-stomping, finger-picking good time. Now, if you're not familiar with the bluegrass sound, it's said to be the mountain music of country. But as Mike Grady shows us, you don't have to be from the South to catch the groove.
Colorado bluegrass is respectful of the traditions. Her blue eyes told me everything a man could want to know. But welcoming to so many other styles and sounds and traditions too. Well, the name Hot Rize comes from a company, Martha White Flower, that was an advertiser on the Grand Ole Opry, and they supported bluegrass music. So it was kind of a bluegrass in-joke, and our banjo player, Pete Wernick, thought it would be a great name for a band. Oh, this one's pretty good. Our second time playing at Telluride, so that was 1979, and the band started in 1978. Charles Sawtelle was a really distinctive and remarkable guitar player, and I played electric bass, which was different. Here's one from a TV show we did in Nashville, probably in the 80s sometime. We had a great lead singer in Tim O'Brien, a really hard-driving banjo player in Pete Wernick. We sounded like Hot Rize and nobody else. And also to be lucky enough to have Brian Sutton be our guitar player for the last 20 years. It was recently announced that we're going to be inducted into the Bluegrass Hall of Fame. So it's pretty amazing. First band from Colorado to be inducted into the Bluegrass Hall of Fame. I think for Colorado, it's an acknowledgement that this new era of players and writers and singers who came from this part of the country can be recognized just as easily as people from North Carolina or Tennessee, you know, from places where bluegrass originated. It's really meaningful to have people look back and recognize the impact and the legacy that Hot Rize means to the bluegrass community at large. It's been an amazing run. I'm grateful for all of it.
Alrighty, that was Mike Grady reporting. An alley is taking on a new form in Minnesota. Check this out. Its stone walls were once described as trashy and grimy, but as Raya Quintanay shows us, the alley has transformed into a work of art.
On a night out, the arts are on full display at the Lumberjack Lodge in downtown Stillwater. Randy Hoyt doesn't only have a great view.
Just paint and see what happens.
She's part of the show.
I fell in love with live painting like a month ago.
Crafting to a soundtrack may be new to Randy, but this isn't the first time her work is spotted around town.
Art is bold and art speaks. This was a whole new way of sharing my art.
This mural is one of many to appear in Stillwater alleyways over the past 3 years. But before paint strokes helped soften the view,
it was pretty rough, so I look out my windows onto the alley.
Sarah Jesperson, the Lumberjacks owner, saw a different scene.
There was 42 garbage cans. They called it Trash Alley.
But when COVID forced customers outdoors, Trash Alley transformed.
It's a weird opportunity that I was forced into, like figure out a way to get seated outside.
Sarah and the other owners organized the cleanup.
Projects like this take a village.
But what came next took an artistic eye.
People were pretty eager to do something to help economically, help visually.
Now more than a dozen murals span 2 blocks off of Main Street. Treasure replacing trash.
My job really is to connect the project to artists.
Heather Rutledge runs Art Reach St. Croix, Union Art Alley's fiscal sponsor.
The people who have made this happen value the artists first.
One of our big passions is to pay all the artists what they deserve.
I did the pink like a couple of days ago.
Carrie Katzenmeyer is one of the newest contributors.
Some wild strawberries. And I have a little baby egret at the top.
Her nature scenes don't usually adorn a door, but Stillwater's history means these artists have to get creative with their canvas.
We won't paint or disturb original historic components.
Kelly Nygaard with Discover Stillwater embraces the challenge.
Forces you to think outside the box a little. It forces the artists to reinvent themselves.
Incorporating the mechanicals and the wires and the tubes and pipes.
Even as far as what products they're using, because they need to be outdoor durable now.
It just leads to new roads and to a new audience.
While the stone framing the murals is set, there's nothing concrete about the art itself.
It will continue to evolve.
The goal here is to have the art change every 3 years.
I like the idea of things moving on.
Although each piece is temporary
and things changing.
Everyone involved in Union Art Alley knows what's most important is a lasting impression on those passing by.
All I can hope for is that it spreads love and light and peace to people. When you see art like this, you want to see more.
And it's something that draws people in.
A lot of the really sad and hard times when I first opened my doors turned into something far beyond what I thought it could, and it continues to grow.
That was Raya Quintanay reporting. Now we're stepping into a school designed to expand the minds of students the moment they walk through the doors. Sean Giggy shows us how vibrant decorations are inspiring kids to dream big.
Had kids crying. They were like, oh my God, that can be me. It can be you.
Principal Crystal Cavett says what affects her students so is the decor. For about a decade now, teachers here have gone way above and beyond decking the halls.
Exactly.
Every year there's a theme.
Yeah.
This year's is The Future Takes Flight.
And that's what it's all about.
Which instantly takes students to Cloud 9.
You can see their faces when they come in here.
Wow, this is so cool.
Their faces change like when they come in. And it's like, I want that for the kids. Like I want them to have a safe space.
This school is in one of the poorest neighborhoods in Dallas. Students often lack the resources to experience life beyond their zip code, and it's hard to see what you don't know exists.
Nice, huh?
But Principal Cavett says perhaps these decorations are a window.
We're showing them more possibilities of things that they are able to do. They're not a circumstance of their environment.
That's why they stay up year-round. Every now and then, some things are added or some things are tweaked.
They're like, wow, that's so cool.
But the biggest change is in the students.
Their attendance rate goes up. Their achievement soars.
Principal Cavett says simple decorations open a world of possibility, giving students a runway to dream and a ticket to the future.
As soon as they hit that door, they're like, it's a breath of fresh air.
Like when I see that change in their faces, it's just very enjoyable and it makes it very worth it and rewarding.
Any teacher can help a student learn.
Yeah.
But the best give them the wings to fly.
So everything has to be nice.
In Dallas.
Okay? Because this is for our students.
I'm Sean Giggy.
Alrighty, we're taking a short break, but when we come back, a baby product review that has the internet laughing. We hear from a dad who shares his hilarious take on being a first-time parent. Plus, always on the clock and never on break. How a community is making sure a fast food worker's dedication doesn't go unnoticed. Welcome back. Let's check out what's trending on social media now. A new dad is sharing his take on fatherhood, and his review has gone viral. Take a look.
Now the features, the cute factor is off the charts. Definitely enterprise grade adorability, advanced grip functionality, surprisingly good audio. You know, frankly, the volume could be a little bit lower. And pro tip, the cuddle feature is absolutely worth the premium pricing.
Oh my goodness, look at that little cutie. Well, the trend has inspired other parents to post their own baby reviews. That'll be cute to look back on. All right, up next, a bear broke into a woman's house in Canada, but it didn't get too far, thanks to one small hero. Ayla Klein shared the security camera footage. Take a look. It showed a bear wandering inside her home. Seconds later, you see it run off. Here's why. Her 6-pound Pomeranian, Scout, came to the rescue. The dog chased that hairy intruder through the yard until it climbed over a fence. Look at it go. We're about to see it again. Now, luckily, no one was hurt, nor the bear or a dog. Klein says Scout is very cuddly, but can be a little feisty and is very protective of his humans. Way to go, Scout. All right, now Jennifer Lopez just gave a master class in staying cool at one of her shows. You want to check this out. A daring cricket, did you see it? Hopped onto J-Lo's outfit, eventually making its way all the way up to her neck. Oh my goodness. All mid-performance while she was singing. Without a beat, the pop star gently flung it away and joked, saying, "It was tickling me," sending the crowd into a frenzy. Fans found it pretty hilarious, with some even calling the cricket lucky to get some QT with J-Lo. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to keep my composure. If I feel a bug crawling on me, I'm out. I'm running away. Alrighty, that's a wrap on trending. Here's a look at what you can expect up next on Featured. More than just a cake. We'll tell you why one woman is baking up cherished memories for children to feel special on their birthday. Hey there, thank you for staying with us here on Featured. I'm Symphony Privet, and we are continuing to bring you some uplifting stories across the country. A Virginia mother is discovering the perfect ingredients to make a positive impact in her community. She does it right from her kitchen, and it's with a simple act that is inspiring those she may never meet. Let's take a look.
You can measure butter and buttercream. But in this Springfield, Virginia kitchen, you can't measure the impact of what's being baked.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Melissa Reeves volunteers for a nonprofit called Cake4Kids. She bakes for birthdays, for kids at risk or in need, for kids once like her.
I know what it's like to be kind of displaced and in an uncertain situation as a child.
She grew up on the brink of being homeless with a mother who struggled with alcohol. At 8, Melissa moved in with a foster family.
When I went to go live with them, it was about 2 weeks before my 9th birthday. I'll never forget, they made me this lovely cake, this homemade cake, and they threw me a big party, and they got me all these brand new clothes. And I was just like, wow. Yeah. Sorry.
A gesture still felt all these years later.
It was really special.
Once a month, Melissa now gives that gift to another child. She's one of more than 8,000 Cake4Kids bakers across the country.
We look at it as just a cake, but it's not. It's for the family. It's for these moments that so many of us take for granted.
Mary Campbell lives in Fair Oaks and leads the local Cake4Kids chapter.
I feel very fortunate, and I want to share my good fortune, and also the fact that I wasn't always.
Mary also grew up poor, also remembers the feeling of a childhood cake. A feeling recreated with every delivery. Out of more than 75,000 made, one in particular stands out. It was for a high school student
who was celebrating his 16th birthday. He got called to the office. He didn't know why he was being called to the office. And when he went down there, the staff was there with a cake. And this 16-year-old boy in high school broke down crying. Now that is powerful. We don't know the impact of it, but we do know for that one moment, he knew that they cared.
Back in Melissa's kitchen, her cupcakes are almost complete. She spent hours on every detail, down to the logo of the recipient's favorite team.
Just to make sure everything's right.
Melissa may never know the kid who gets this gift. She does know this.
You're just going to be super excited that someone took the time and thought of you.
Like someone once did for her, a sweet cycle of cupcake compassion.
It smells nice, right?
In Springfield, Virginia, Sean Martinelli.
A fast food worker in Minnesota takes no days off. He clocks in 80 hours a week between two jobs, and he does it all without a car. But as Boyd Hubert shows us, his daily work commute just got a lot shorter. Let's take a look.
For most customers, the journey to this Dairy Queen in Roseville is not long.
Ready?
Different story.
Hot dog, right?
For the man behind the counter.
About 3 years.
3 years.
All right.
Since Rodolfo DePaz legally arrived. The government granted him the status to work. The ethic he brought.
Who hired him?
Me.
Manager.
It was me.
Fabi Quevedo remembers the interview. At this table,
I was waiting there for him.
she was expecting a car to pull in.
I saw a man walking down the street. It was him.
All right.
And once Rodolfo started working,
Rainy days,
co-worker Emily Hinderscheid
snow days.
would see him walking too.
I remember he would come in when it was negative. He'd instantly go to the fryer and warm up his fingers.
Then Emily learned, before walking at 3:30 each afternoon to his job at Dairy Queen, Rodolfo walked at 5:30 each morning to his job at Chipotle.
Always walking.
Walking.
Yeah.
To and from his jobs. 4.5 miles a day.
He's working 2 full-time jobs.
Oh yeah.
And on weekends too.
Yes, 80 hours a week at least.
But why?
My baby girl.
These are Rodolfo's kids.
My daughter Daniela. My boy Rodolfo. You don't know how I miss them.
Every extra cent.
Oh my God.
Rodolfo sends back to El Salvador.
My wife, Yesenia.
To make life better for his family.
Better food, better school, better house, everything.
No money left for a car.
Yeah.
But when Emily started inviting Rodolfo to her parents' house for dinner.
One day I just had the idea, I should get my bike.
Emily's dad's bike became Rodolfo's.
Oh, thank God. Finally, I got wheels, yeah.
What did you ride then?
I didn't.
Mike Hinderscheid did start inviting Rodolfo on family outings and holidays and to his men's Bible study.
Father's Day, he shows up with a Dairy Queen ice cream cake that says Dad on it. He said I'm like a dad to him.
But the one-time walk had another surprise coming.
It's a big 2000.
The gift of the century from another Bible study member.
Just said, thanks God, you listen to me, my prayers every day.
Rodolfo prays one day his wife and kids can join him here.
He is a very, very hard worker.
Todd Nelson, Director of Operations for the owner of this Dairy Queen.
Let's get you set up here with a good attorney.
Is helping Rodolfo bring his family here legally.
Exactly.
Todd was pleased to learn.
Hello.
Rodolfo has finally asked for 2 nights a month.
Small cookie dough, all right.
Off.
That's his Bible study night.
Fitting.
He's a blessing to a lot of people, and in turn, it seems like there's been a lot of people that have been a blessing to him.
Through summer heat and blizzards.
And keep going.
Rodolfo
Keep going.
has learned it's not so much the journey as the people he's meeting along the way.
They are angels for me. Hello.
That was Boyd Hubert reporting. In Texas, a veteran is getting recognition not just for his service, but also for his skills at the pool table. Robert De La Garza shows us how he's being honored.
Meet Tom Klotz, who's known for being a lock on the pool table at the Arabella Retirement Home.
Can't see too well, so I stopped playing bingo because I'd mess up somebody else.
Playing cards the same way. Pool, the only thing I can mess up is myself.
Klotz is a proud Marine Corps veteran and Purple Heart recipient who fought in the Korean War and was wounded in action during his last mission when a landmine took his right leg and left eye.
No.
Oh. And if you think that slows him down, think again. Because at 93, Tom is still calling his shots.
Nice.
And running the table like a pro.
I just enjoy the game, and especially the people. You can't beat a bunch of better people than you can in that pool hall.
For not having a leg, he's very active. His favorite activity here is probably shooting pool, and he's very good at shooting pool, so you don't want to bet against him.
Thursday, Tom traded the felt for the spotlight when Arabella of Longview hosted a surprise ceremony to honor him on Purple Heart Day as part of Savita Senior Living's Miracle Moment.
It is indeed a privilege to honor Tom for his sacrifice that he made for his country.
He was welcomed by fellow vets, including retired Army Sergeant Fred Winters, but Klotz stands alone as the only Purple Heart recipient at Arabella.
Some people made the ultimate sacrifices when they were killed in action, and they received a Purple Heart also, but Tom was injured, and it's an honor to honor him.
Executive Director Jeremy Burris says it's residents like Tom who remind us how important it is to stay in the game, both on and off the table.
And that interaction with the other residents really does help to provide that, sense of, belonging.
And for Klotz, it's simply a daily routine. Showing up, cue in hand, and always ready to call his next shot. But this time, he pulled away from the corner pocket to be honored by his community, and he didn't miss the shot.
There you go. Whoa, didn't get enough on.
In Longview, Robert De La Garza.
A teenager's life was saved, all thanks to his mother's instinct. Now, she refused to brush off what seemed like minor injuries. As she talks with Treson Bragg about why it's important for parents to trust their gut.
Last school year ended just like Philip Ragland and his mother Leslie Holtz expected. In May, the senior graduated from Montgomery High School.
We went through everything together. Like, he was finally, walking across the stage. Like, he was finally done with school, and yeah, he was about to get ready to start his life.
The standout football player committed to play football at Pierce College in Los Angeles and was preparing to make the trip out west when something unusual happened.
He showed me the inside of his mouth, and there was blood spots.
Leslie made a doctor's appointment for later that day, and at the appointment, something just didn't look right.
At the time that he had the lab work done, I happened to notice a bruise on his arm, and so along with the bleeding in his mouth and in the bruise, that kind of alarmed me.
So she took him to the ER just to be safe. It turns out that was a life-saving decision where doctors made a life-altering discovery. Philip had an advanced case of leukemia.
Basically, if we wouldn't have brought him in when we did, and he would have, bumped his head or even as small as a paper cut, he could have bled out.
Philip was rushed to MD Anderson to immediately begin chemotherapy. A tough time, he says he made it through thanks to his teammates.
They just told me to keep fighting, so I was just like, I got it.
Texans player John Mitchie, who also battled leukemia recently, also stopped by to show support. Thankfully, Philip is now in remission and receiving follow-up treatment. But today, his mother has an important message for every parent.
Don't ignore any signs whenever your kids come to you and tell you, even something as small as a bruise.
Because what could that mistake have cost you if you hadn't taken him to the hospital?
It would have cost me my son.
Such an important message we all need to hear. That was Treson Bragg reporting. All right, now let's head over to Arizona, where a nonverbal child went missing. Sean Rice tells us about a program that equipped police there with some critical details to get him back home quickly and safely.
Hey, how you doing?
The concerned business owner called Chandler police, observing a nonverbal teenager walking alone near Ocotillo Road. Their real-time operations center proved to be critical in getting eyes on the teen moments after the call came in. The responding officer armed with information even before getting on scene.
The parents had taken the time to enroll him in Return Me Safe.
Nancy Martinez runs a program dubbed Return Me Safe. It's a voluntary registry that Chandler families can utilize, sharing critical information with police like photos, behavioral notes, and any other information parents think will help their children get home safely.
They knew that he did not like to be touched, but he had good familiarity with police officers, and he would respond well to police officers. So they talked to him, kept their distance, and basically followed him for 10 minutes in the heat, walking together until he entered into a business.
The teen's mother and caregiver would arrive at that business moments later, undoubtedly a relieving feeling for them.
Thank you very much. You guys have a good day, all right? Appreciate it too. It can be incredibly stressful, and you may not remember everything to tell the dispatcher about your loved one. So this reduces the time it takes for officers to collect that information. It helps bring peace of mind to families knowing that that information is already accessible.
Running a program like this more personal to Nancy, who has a special needs child of her own.
I know how terrifying it can be if your loved one goes missing. So to be part of this program has been really amazing.
Protecting the most vulnerable members of this East Valley community, one Return Me Safe entry at a time.
The benefit is undeniable.
In Chandler, Sean Rice.
Already time for a quick break now, but first let's take a look at what's coming up. Two rival sides go head-to-head in the ultimate test of strength. We take a look at a tug-of-war competition that is bringing two states together for one day. Plus, ready, set, splash. Rubber dolphins float in a bigger pool for a good cause. We'll tell you what they're racing for right after this. Welcome back. A fierce matchup between Iowa and Illinois has shut down traffic on the Mississippi River for nearly 40 years now. Emma Bucher shows us how the competition pulls the states apart while also tugging them together.
3, 2, 1.
Once a year, Fort Byron and LeClaire, two towns on different sides of the Mississippi.
I don't know of any other tug fests around the area.
But for one day,
It's a struggle, man.
Connected with a single rope.
Joins the cities together. It gives something for the cities to build on, and a little trash talking back and forth.
A tradition since 1987. Tugfest pulls in hundreds of people from all over the country. For 30 years, Iowa tug master Jeff Taney's been a regular on the ropes.
We all grew up together, and we come down, and it's a pretty big thing for us.
Iowa hasn't won in over a decade, but he says the teams aren't discouraged.
Actually, a motivation, because we're trying all this stuff, and we're trying to bust our butts just to get better so we can get the win.
On the other side of the river, the feeling's mutual.
It's a rush, like being able to do it and winning every year.
11 teams, 20 tuggers per team, practicing for months to win for their state. Illinois' women's team saying it's not just a game.
Little competitive just because we are reigning champs for quite some time. A lot of pressure, but it's supposed to be a fun event.
Illinois' one women's team continuing their undefeated streak.
Guys, we got 1,450 pounds of tension on that rope.
Connected but competitive, both sides roping in the new generation of tuggers.
We always love getting the new tuggers, because the more the better. This is hard, so it wears you out doing that. So we always love seeing new tuggers coming down, and we're like a family.
I say just go for it. It's fun. You can say you did it. It's definitely something you want to be a part of, for sure.
In Fort Byron and LeClaire,
take a breather.
Emma Bucher.
Thousands of toy dolphins raced each other for a great cause. Abby Welt shows us how they're helping boys and girls who need a place to go after school.
The Boys and Girls Clubs of Ada County had a splash of fun Sunday at Roaring Springs.
Hey, I had so much fun.
It was for the Great Dolphin Dunk, where 10,000 dolphins raced along Roaring Springs' endless river, each dolphin representing months of hard work from the kids who sold them.
I sold the most out of everybody in the competition.
Machias Bennett sold 170 dolphins.
We're coming out. How did you sell 170? It's a secret.
It's a secret? You can't even tell me?
Yeah. Because I think you might tell somebody else.
Those dolphins took a deeper dive. They were there to raise money for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Ada County.
This is pure community support. It's not all about the prizes, all those are wonderful. It's about providing safe places for kids in the community.
The Boys and Girls Clubs serve 5,000 kids in the Treasure Valley year-round.
Many of those are what we call kids who need us most, whether they're from low-income circumstances or they live in a home that might not have a parent or a guardian at home during after-school hours.
They do things like after-school help with homework, enrichment opportunities, and help with developing social skills.
So we're there to keep them safe.
Executive Director Colleen Braga says their organization wouldn't be possible without the Dolphin Dunk.
This event means everything. We rely on community support to survive. It's making it so that no kid is ever turned away.
That was Abby Wolt reporting. Coming up next on Featured, it takes two from waves to wheels. We join a group navigating life-altering changes through shared adventures. Welcome back. A group in California are taking on outdoor adventures together, from sailing a boat to riding a bike. Jeff Zavali shows us the power of teamwork, and he's doing it blindfolded.
This is your captain, and this your blind stoker, and together they make a powerful tandem team. Rolling. Down the road they ride. The Blind Stokers Club on tandem bicycles, steering from the front, captains who can see, and on the back, blind stokers.
Complete accident, loss of sight 100% due to a 410 gauge shotgun blast point blank to the left temple.
Mark Woodard was a 10-year-old boy when that accidental shotgun blast stole his sight, and this is his message.
Get off that couch and go out and ride a bike.
Or sail a boat. You're famous.
I don't know I'm famous or not.
Hiro Iwamoto lost his vision at 16 years old, and listen to what he did.
I sailed from San Diego to Japan. 55 days.
We're in the Zavali zone. Today he'll ride a bike with his captain, Ben Willits. But the Blind Stokers Club also enjoys hiking, swimming, rock climbing, sailing, and kayaking. Do you ever think, wow, I created all of this?
It's terribly rewarding. It shows me the power of partnership.
Dave White loves cycling and people. He created the Blind Stokers Club.
I need a new stoker.
20 years ago.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
When Dave's stoker Dale needed a pit stop,
You want to be a blind stoker?
they blindfolded me and told me to start pedaling. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
He's a blind stoker. Check it out.
You better have that blindfold on.
I do.
He does. He's totally blindfolded.
I can't see a thing.
How's it feel to be on a bike like that?
It felt fun but strange, never knowing what was man, coming next. Are you supposed to call out the speed bumps?
I call out the big ones, Chip.
I only had one hand on the handlebars. The other was holding a GoPro. This is gonna be the worst camera work of my life. It takes total trust, because although it sounds like a truck is about to hit you, the Stokers are always surrounded by friends. Who goes there?
This is Hiro and Ben.
Oh, hey, Hiro.
Yeah.
You did it.
I'm doing it.
You did it.
And I don't know if you know Hiro, he's blindfolded.
Next blindfolded sailing, huh?
Yeah. Anyone can see. With friendships like these, every ride is a smooth sail. I'm not much of a stoker, but I am stoked to meet these amazing people. Wow.
Well done.
That was an experience. Thank you, Dave.
He was a natural. Yeah, he just dove right in there, you know?
In the Zavali Zone, Blind Stokers Club. Jeff Zavali.
That is so awesome, and it is great that those people had someone else along with them so they didn't have to go through this experience alone. We all need that from time to time. Alrighty, that is a wrap on Featured. Until next time, make it a great one.